Captain on the bridge.
All right, Captain's red alert. We are back on the bridge here for some news that we just got this morning. And can't say that I saw this coming, especially it being almost like back to back. So we have another Klingon recruitment event happening. So what we'll do is we'll go over the blog here quickly. It's a lot, it's kind of a long thing to go through, and then I'm going to give some of my personal thoughts and recommendations. So here we go. The Klingon Empire wants you. Could you imagine with Gowron's face was there? I'm hilarious. The Klingon Civil War is over. The true hard warriors are needed to ensure a glorious future. All Klingons worthy of the name must join the fight. The Empire has redoubled its recruiting efforts, and from the shadows, the most promising are redirected to a new path. New Klingon captains will be known as Klingon Recruits, and they will bring with them the backing of their shadowy patron. In 2021, the Klingon starting experience was completely reimagined, meaning that these recruits will also have a completely reworked modern starting story. Speaking to that revamp, that rework of they did was absolutely awesome. And this is coming, captains, from a Fetty boy, so more on that later. There will never be a better time to make a Klingon in Star Trek Online than during the Klingon recruitment event, which runs from February 9 to March 9, so 1 month. Characters made during this time will be Klingon recruits, and they will earn a host of new benefits and rewards to aid them in their leveling experience. Klingon recruits are designed to emphasize the unique experience of being a warrior of the Empire. They have a number of advantages designed to close the gap that exists between new characters and characters that have been in Star Trek Online for years, all built around glorious combat. But these recruits have a secondary responsibility. Their mysterious patron is dead set on removing enemies of the Empire. After contacting Klingon recruits during the tutorial, they are likely to move against these enemies, attaching additional dangers and rewards to missions along the Klingon storyline. Recruits who succeed against these enemies will find themselves with a new bird of prey. We're keeping that. Keep this in mind, it's free. That scales with their level. Each recruit owns transponder will give them details of their objectives. Klingon recruits will have a list of goals that they can achieve at any time, and completing these goals will see them rewarded with equipment, marks, and other rewards. Many are not only beneficial to the Klingon recruit, but to all characters on the same account. Completing story arcs will reward you with a unique ground universal kit. Completing ambush kills in space and melee kills on the ground will unlock a starship trait and ground personal trait. And all three of these rewards can be shared for all characters on your account. Klingon recruits can only be created during the Klingon recruit event. Thanks, tips. These recruits can be recognized by the Klingon symbol next to their names. All Klingon recruits will have an inherent bonus trait during the Klingon recruit event of periodically granting a cache of dilithium ore upon defeating enemies, a bonus which extends to your entire group. The recruit's mysterious patron appreciates the allies of their ally. This trait will only be available during this event and will be gone once the Klingon recruitment event ends, so gather your dilithium ore while you can. Additional rewards are gained by leveling up, playing through the story content up through the Klingon Civil War story arc, and finding special Klingon recruit objectives on certain mission maps. Many of the same things that players do while leveling their characters will earn Klingon recruits improved rewards. Some highlights include, here we go, caps, T6 scaling bird of prey, recruit and account unlock. So this could not only benefit, of course, your new recruit, but any older recruits that you may older Klingon that you have on your account that you want to perhaps give this ship to. And it's a good looking ship, I will say. See below for more details. A starship trait that provides windows of opportunity of cloak safely during combat and improves rewards for doing so. Special batlet that scales as you perform melee kills. Recruit an account. Ground personal trait that provides scaling bonuses for melee kills. Recruit an account. Endeavor perk experience bonus. Recruit an account. Ground universal kit. Piezoelectric execution scepter. I can read English, I promise. Recruit an account. Very rare duty officer with crit energy weapons officer trait. Recruit only. Unique duty officer. An admiralty card. Recruit an account. And lots more, including gear, upgrades, marks, elite marks, and dilithium to help kickstart the recruit, as well as account-wide marks, elite marks, dilithium, and upgrades to share the glory. Here's the ship. Captains will go onto the bridge and also show you this. There's one view of the ship. Now, they had this weird-looking goth ship on Star Trek Discovery Season 1 that it just did not look Klingon, in my personal opinion. When they put this skin on it and redid it here in-game, it looks amazing, and I just wish they could have used this instead of what we saw in Discovery, but that's just my opinion. All right. So the Machala refit Bird of Prey. With the recent return of the House Mokai warriors to the fold, previously lost to time and Akar's influence, Klingon engineers have gained a boon. Some of these warriors are engineers who carry with them secrets of the ancient Klingon technology that guided the Empire before the houses were united. They have combined this with the modern technology and ship design to make some startling breakthroughs. The first of which is the Machala refit Bird of Prey. The ship designed for new Klingon recruits is a breakthrough in technology that allows mass production on a scale the Klingon Empire had never before reached. I will just quickly go over this. So, Tier 6, Klingon and Klingon aligned, hull modifier 9.95, shield modifier 0.8, 4, weapons 4, aft 2, device slots 2, bridge officer stations, it's a Commander Universal, Lieutenant Commander Universal, Lieutenant Commander Universal, Lieutenant Universal. So it's all universal, quite unique, gives you a nice range of builds to choose and try out. Consoles, 4 tactical, 3 engineering, 2 psi. Base turn rate 20, impulse modifier 0.21, inertia 85, plus 15 weapons, plus 5 to engine power. Console universal, enhanced induction coils. Enhanced battle cloak, can equip dual cannons, radar flanking, starship mastery package radar. So there you go, plus accuracy, plus defense, plus all damage, plus crit severity, and withering barrage starship trait. Captains, keep this in your back pocket, at least for this trait. Get this ship at least for this trait. If you don't have this trait already, this extends the duration of cannon scatter volley, and it could be account wide. So it's a great trait. Highly recommend you at least get this trait, if anything else. And then there's the Admiralty stats, Eng 33, Psi 21, TAC 54, Special plus 35 TAC when alone. Okay, so there's the blog. I have questions, I have thoughts. So, question number 1, why so soon? So usually, recruitment events take a while to come back, or at least from their initial release. This came back right away. Now, having said that, there's one thing that I was not happy about in the year of Klingon last year. That is, they released a lot of new ships, but they did not release the KDF flagship, nor the Negvar. Hint, hint, maybe, prediction. They're going to release the legendary Borderskew and the legendary Negvar. Just saying. Because I don't know why they didn't release it then. Maybe this is why they were planning on putting this in. Because remember, captains, these type of things are not planned just off the cuff. They plan for these months, a year ahead. So, okay, fine. We didn't get the Bort and the Negvar last year's KDF recruitment. Let's have another one down the road where we can release it. That's just a thought. I'm not confirming anything. It's just a thought. So there's that. We're going to hop in game quickly here. Okay. This is my KDF recruit. So as you can see, I have not done a lot on him, but I have got enough to get the things that I wanted to get from this recruit. So I have the ship, but I want to show two things on ground. You get that free bat'leth, and this is how it looks. Okay, tell me that doesn't look good. Tell me that does not look good. Okay, again, I'm a Fetty Boy captains, but really, this is a good looking melee weapon. Like, it really is. It's kind of like their new Discovery style bat'leth, but there it is. So, and this is, again, this is my KDF tune. I liked the Discovery options to make your tune. I'm quite proud of how this looks because of the new hair options as well. It just looks really good. And then this is kind of like the default costume comes with. I'm keeping him in that. Now, the other thing that we actually get for this that will include is this outfit. Again, captains, tell me that doesn't look cool. All right. Not only to get a good hood up option, you also get a hood down. Okay, so we have a KDF monk in game. So the space Barbie is real with this. Captains, like I said, for anything just to get these free stuff. Okay, so now we'll leave the interior. I'll go show you captains the ship that it comes with. I know it shows it there and some of the captains may know already, but some new people coming still may not know how this actually really looks like. So we're gonna get a nice little look at this ship. Look at that. That is, it almost looks like a Bird of Prey 2.0. I know this is like a sort of redo of the Machala, but this looks like a Bird of Prey on steroids to me. Like, look at that. And the only complaint I have about it is the wings are just kind of straight out. I wish they kind of flared out a little bit more, but regardless, this thing looks really good, especially with its cannons there, and it just looks the part of KDF. So, captains, I just wanted to share this with you before the event starts, because there's also another video that I'm working on which is kind of tie into this. But know that you do this event, you're going to get a free ship, a free melee weapon, and a bunch of goodies unlocked on your account. And for new players, this is really good, especially if you really like the KDF. Like I said, I'm a Fetty boy, but for the most part, stuff like this, I really love because they're literally giving us things for free just for playing the game. And I can tell you right now, the revamped KDF tutorial, it's really great. And all you need to do, you don't necessarily have to go through all the objectives, because you will get this item here, the Encrypted Klingon Receiver. Now, this is going to show all your rewards. As you can see, I didn't even get through all of it yet, but I did enough to get the ship. So, this one is for slaying, I believe this was the slaying on the ground. And then you get a bunch of rewards here, but you just have to get this one to get the ship. You get a reward up to tier 2. Okay, and then you get the Bird of Prey. All you gotta do is eliminate an enemy in the mission, bring down the house. That's it. And then you get a free ship. After that, you can just leave it. So the tutorial, once you get the tutorial and this item here, the Encrypted Klingon Receiver, you can sort of put this tune aside if you want to, or just go ahead and try to complete all the missions here. But you just have to go to level 2 of this right here to get the ship, slay enemies of the Empire. And of course you get the melee here. I believe the melee weapon, there you go. You just have to get level 1 just to get the melee weapon. and then you'll have it for the whole tutorial for the life of your Klingon recruit. So that's my 2 ECs caps. Highly, highly recommend if you don't have one to start one. This is just free stuff. You do get a good amount of EC dilithium marks that you can start on your tune. And again, all you got to do, get to the tutorial, get that encrypted Klingon doohickey thingy, and you'll be able to reap the rewards account-wide and work on it as you go, as you please. But we will leave it there, caps. I hope that you consider at least starting it, and again, to get the free stuff. We'll leave it there, caps.
Permission to disembark, sir.
Granted.